Hello, my friends. I have a question for you. Are you ready to feel good more often? Well, of course, the answer is yes. I want to feel good more often. But it really comes into, okay, well, what do you want to feel? So, my friends, my name is Jenny. I have been working with essential oils for 15 years, and I am here to tell you that you can use essential oils to help you choose your emotions and to change your emotions. You can use essential oils to help you to shift your state of being, to shift your feelings, and to shift the way you show up in the world. So, right, if you're ready to feel good more often, keep listening. And I want you to notice as we go through class, which oil catches your attention. Notice where your body says, "That's me." When you feel your body resonate with something, that's often a sign that you need more of it. So let's dive in. Again, my name is Jen. I'm a wife and mom. I'm a professional educator, fitness professional, emotion and essential oils expert. Now, I am not a doctor, and essential oils do not treat, prevent, or cure diseases, so please do see a doctor for medical advice. Now, in this class, you are going to learn the science behind essential oils. You are going to learn tools and habits for healthy body chemistry, and you're also going to get some practical emotional wellness steps that you can take today to feel good again fast. Now, your body was created to function as a whole, your body, your mind, and your spirit. And when all three are working together, then you have this state of wellness. If you are in this space where your heart wants one thing and your head wants another, that is a disagreement. And your heart and your head are not talking together. And it is because of the disconnect, you're not able to easily move through life. We are meant to flow through life with grace and ease. Yes, there are challenges. Yes, there are obstacles. Yes, we have emotions, but those emotions come up so that we can make a decision about the best next steps for us. So, when we take the time to nourish our mind, to nourish our body, and to nourish our spirit, then we have wellness, optimal wellness. And that is what we're seeking. And essential oils can help you to nourish your body, they can help to nourish your mind, and they can help you to nourish your spirit. So your body is made up of intelligent cells, and your cells are wired to restore health. If you get a cut on your hand, soon that cut heals up. And then a week or two later, you don't even know that you were hurt. Your body is wired to restore health physically, and it is wired to restore health emotionally. So if you are not feeling love, peace, joy, willingness, acceptance on a regular basis, we can work with your cells to help you to feel good again. Now, your emotions are information carrying molecules, and what they do is they bind to and they react with cell receptors. So, your emotions get into your cells and they change the way the cells function, they change the way the cells behave. So, you can, through your thoughts and feelings, turn your cells on toward health, or you can, through your thoughts and feelings, turn your cells off toward disease. Now, I know we all want to create health, and that's what we're here to learn, so let's chat more. Your emotions are not just felt in your heart, they're not just felt in your mind, they're actually processed throughout your body. And your body is your subconscious mind. So, we have our gray matter up here and we feel and experience an emotion. So when we have this experience with our mind and with our body and our emotion, we process it here. But then if it doesn't completely get processed or some aspect of it is not worked out, the memory of it is stored in our body. It's as if the brain says, there's not enough storage space up here. Let me use this storage space. So years later, so let's just say that we've had a traumatic event. Even though we have gone through that traumatic event and years later, we are in a situation where we are perfectly safe, the same circumstances, those thoughts can trigger responses in our bodies. So let's just say that a person grew up in a place where there was a lot of noises, there was a lot of slamming of doors, there was a lot of yelling. Then, when the person is an adult, if they hear the slamming of doors and if they hear the yelling, their body is going to tense up very much like they did when they were a child. Because your emotions are not just felt with your mind, they're felt with your body. So when we're working with our emotions, we have to release the emotion intellectually. Yes, intellectually, I know I'm safe now. There's nothing to worry about. But we also have to release that emotion from our body so that our physical body can relax and say, yes, I am safe. That was then, this is now. That was that situation, this is my situation now. All is better. So when we're working with essential oils, we are working to help shift the mind, shift the body, and shift the spirit. Because we have three brains. So the mind is your logic and intellect. And so your mind is your conscious mind, and it is the executive function. You make a decision and then it happens. Your heart is your intuition. Now, there are more neural pathways that run from the heart to the brain than from the brain to the heart. So even if your brain says logically, you need to go this way, you need to make a right turn here, your heart is going to say, no, that's too scary. I'm not going to do that. Your brain may turn the key in the ignition, but your heart provides the fuel. And if there's no fuel, you're not going. Okay. Now, we also have our gut here, and 90% of our body's serotonin and other feel-good chemicals are produced in the gut. So, our digestive health is very important, as is our nutrition. So, if we are not giving our physical body what it needs to take care of itself, then our body cannot produce the chemical messengers, the emotions to help us to feel better. So I do highly recommend having a strong nutritional base and having digestive support in place. So here is what it looks like when we have wellness. You can see the brain is talking to the heart is talking to the gut, and there is clear communication between all three. That is wellness. Now, we do need to talk about your emotions and your beliefs. So, your three brains instinctively process everyday life experience. So, you can see the gal here. She's on the phone and someone is giving her some troubling news. Obviously, her mouth is in a sad face. She's got a crying baby in her arms and a dog barking at her feet. So, obviously, she is overwhelmed. Okay, so my friend here is going to have some thoughts and she's going to have some feelings. With her brain, she says, I have to figure this out. With her heart, she says, I feel overwhelmed. And in her gut, she says, I feel stuck. Now, none of those things are really necessarily true. The truth is, she's processing information from three different sources, and in those situations, she's doing the best she can. But you can see those are the thoughts that she has on the conscious level, on the subconscious level, and even on the unconscious level. Okay, that's a lot to sort out. The good news is just like breathing, your body doesn't have to think about it. When you give your body an essential oil, it can work on all three levels. So here she is. She's got head tension. She's got conflicted feelings. She has an unsettled stomach. She is disconnected. And we all know the feeling of disconnection and emotional dysregulation. It's the difference between being in ease, grace, and flow, where you get into the car with all the things you have at just the right time and you hit all the traffic lights green and you show up early for your appointment, versus the time when the phone rang, the baby cried, and the dog barked as you were trying to get out of the house. And so you got all of your stuff halfway down the road. You realize that you're missing it. There are angry drivers all around you, and you manage to hit every red light, and you come in 5 minutes late, and everybody looks at you like, you incompetent human being. Well, it's not that you're an incompetent human being, it's that there were a lot of things going on. And I will say that when you are in a space of emotional regulation, you can respond to life. You can handle all of the things. When you are emotionally dysregulated and disconnected, we have a tendency to react. And when we react, that has a tendency to be with those lower level emotions: sadness, grief, fear, anxiety, anger. Okay. So the good news is we can get to a balanced state. Okay. Now, as my friend here is looking at all of these things, so she's in this completely dysregulated, disconnected state, and she has all of these things. She has this belief: I must not be good enough. And that is not true. And that is a weed. So if your mind is a garden with all of these beautiful flowers, these beliefs, these limiting beliefs like I'm not good enough, I can't do it, I'm too old, there's someone else out there who should be doing this, not me. Those are weeds. They clutter up your mind, they clutter up your body, and they keep you feeling stuck. They keep you from getting the results that you would like to create. So here she is, and you can see this whole cycle. She has her life experience, she's processing it, she has this reaction in her head, in her heart, and in her belly, and she forms a new belief. Okay. The great news is essential oils can help you to release those limiting beliefs. Essential oils are like, so if we have this belief here in the garden of our mind, you know how if you go and you just pull it out at the surface and you say, well, it's not true that I'm not good enough, I'm plenty good enough, and you just try to convince yourself with affirmations, it doesn't work. That weed comes back again. Okay. So what essential oils do is they go in, they loosen the soil so that you can dig down deep and you can pull that weed up all the way from the root so that it doesn't come back. Let's talk more about how this works. So before we do that, I want you to take a second, write down one feeling that you would like to release and one belief that is getting in your way. Now, we'll connect in the comments or we'll connect after class because I would love to hear what is it that you need to weed out and what would you like to feel instead. Keep that in mind as we go through the class because I am going to give you some oil suggestions. And if you don't hear the suggestion, then please do message me or send me a message at feelgoodagainwithjen@yahoo.com, and I'd be happy to help you out. So our essential oils are going to help us to clear out those weeds so that we can have healthy emotions, so that we can be in a regulated emotional state. Essentially, essential oils are going to help you to be able to bounce and pivot from all of the curveballs that life throws at you. So your essential oils also interact chemically with your cells. So just like that emotion goes into that cell and changes the cell and can turn the cell on toward health or off toward disease, your essential oils are natural plant extracts. And because these come from nature, it's a lot like food. Your body recognizes it and it says, oh, that's good. That's here to help me. So your cells will welcome the plant's um, substance here that helps it to feel better because the essential oil is the lifeblood of the plant. And just like the essential oils of the plant keep the plant healthy and free from disease, the essential oils can help to keep your cells healthy and free from disease. So here's how it works. You can see wild orange there. That is the oil of sunshine. It is the oil of abundance. It is the oil of incremental upgrades. It can help you physically to detox your cells. And on the emotional level, it helps you to experience more pleasure, joy, and fun. So wild orange can support healthy cell function, anchor healthy biochemistry, and promote physical and emotional detox. Here you can see this is a magnified peppermint oil sac. And just as I mentioned earlier, the oils are the lifeblood of the plant. They keep the plant healthy and free from disease. Similarly, they can help you to stay healthy and free from disease. And they are pure, potent, and powerful. So just one single drop of oil has 40 million trillion molecules, and these chemical compounds service every cell of your body in a matter of minutes. It has been said that within 20 minutes, excuse me, 20 seconds, they are in your brain. Within 2 minutes, they are um, and within 20 minutes, they are within every cell of your body. Okay. So please choose carefully. The grade of oil you use will determine its chemistry, potency, and effectiveness. So there are different grades of essential oil. You can see most of the oils on the market are synthetic. Please do not buy oils from your local dollar store. Please do not buy oils from your local discount store. I can almost guarantee you those are toxic chemical fragrances. They are not here to make your body healthier. There are food grade. These are your cooking extracts and flavorings, and those you can ingest those. Now, a grade beyond that is therapeutic. These are the kinds that you see in the health food stores. The challenge with these is that there are unregulated standards, compromised quality, and marginal health benefits. You may or may not be getting something that's helpful for you. But the doTERRA oils are certified, pure, tested grade. So these are extracted from plants that are harvested in their natural habitat. We have stringent third-party testing, and they are verified pure and filler-free. So you know that when you get a bottle of lemon, it's going to work the same as it did the last time you got a bottle of lemon. You can trust it every single bottle. And what I have found is I know with doTERRA oils, I feel a shift and I get a result every single time. I also know that I made the mistake when I was very new to oils to going to the health food store and getting, it was a bottle of myrrh, honestly. It was a bottle of myrrh because myrrh was one of the pricier oils. And at that time, I didn't feel like my budget could afford it. So I went to the health food store. I got my bottle of myrrh. I took it home. It didn't smell as great. It didn't work. And then I ended up purchasing doTERRA's bottle of myrrh, and it did smell great, and it did work. And I go, man, I wish I hadn't done that. So, just get the pure ones the first time. Now, how to use essential oils for emotional wellness. Essential oils are dynamic. They're also what's called adaptogenic. So let's just say that your digestion needs to be sped up. then they will help you to speed up and support your digestion. If your digestion needs to be slowed down, it will help you to slow down your digestion. This gives targeted support for your body physically and emotionally. Now, peppermint is great on the physical level for digestion. It is great for headache, mental alertness, mental fog. On the emotional level, it is the oil of a buoyant heart, and it is going to help to give you a break from life circumstances because you know what? Life can be challenging. So when you take that drop of peppermint and you uncap that and you smell it, it's kind of like when somebody has a crying baby and they blow in the baby's face and the baby goes, "Oh, what's that?" That's what peppermint does for you. It gives you that momentary break where you can go, "Oh yeah, I can refocus. This is what I was doing." So peppermint is really fabulous for cutting through that mental fog and giving you the gumption to get it done. Now, essential oils can go to your amygdala. Your amygdala is the seat of your emotions. Smell is the fastest way to affect your mood. So if you want to feel better, smelling an essential oil is the fastest way to change your mood because these aromatic molecules have direct access to the amygdala, which is the emotional seat of the brain. Breathe is an oil that is fabulous on the physical level for respiratory support. On the emotional level, breathe helps you to release anxiety. It helps you to release overwhelm, and it also helps you to release deep sadness. So we use breathe frequently in our household when the leaves on the trees make us sneeze, but also when we're going through times of transition because, um, you know, change is inevitable. The only thing that's constant is change. Things do change, and sometimes it can be sad to leave, to close one door, even if we're going to open a new door. And breathe, essential oil is helpful in supporting us through all those stages and transitions. Now, you can use this oil topically, so you could apply it on the back of your neck, across the forehead, or on the bottoms of the feet. Some oils do pass the blood-brain barrier. You can apply this on your heart area, on the inside of your wrist, or in the fleshy pockets behind the ears. You can also apply it on your stomach area or the bottoms of your feet. So if you're trying to affect your brain, put it here near the brain. If you're trying to affect your heart, put it on the heart or the wrist. If you're trying to affect your gut, put it on the stomach or the bottoms of the feet. Lavender is an oil that is very calming physically and emotionally. Physically, it's great for skin, it's great for burns, it's great for sleep. Emotionally, it's the oil of calm, and communication. So it is going to help you to reset, to recenter, to ground, to connect in to what it is that you really want and what you really want to say. And it is going to help your words to come out in just the right way. So lavender is phenomenal at helping you be calm. And when you are calm, you can handle whatever situations are around you. You can also use doTERRA essential oils to internally to help you to balance chemical reactions. Now, if an oil can be taken internally, it will have supplement facts on the back of the label, and that can be taken under the tongue in water or in a gel cap to support overall health. On Guard is one of the oils that I do take internally on a regular basis. Every time I hear somebody with a cough, a cold, a sniffle, I use my On Guard. This is fabulous for immune support, for seasonable threats, but on the emotional level, it's great for boundaries, for times when you're feeling vulnerable, for times where you need more confidence and more support. This will help give you the stability to stand in integrity with yourself, to speak your truth boldly so that you are your best advocate. Now, as I mentioned earlier, all of your essential oils will work better when you have the nutritional foundational support. Your body will work better when it has the nutritional foundational support. If your body is not getting the nutrition it needs, it is almost impossible to have the correct brain chemistry to help you to produce the amounts of serotonin and dopamine and all of those happy chemicals. So if you want to have the right chemical balance in your brain, you first need to make sure you have the building blocks within your body. This is our doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Pack, and it is the Z omegas that you need for your eye, your heart, your brain health. It is the Alpha CRS, which is your antioxidant support, and your Microplex VMZ, which is your vitamins and your minerals. Now, I will say, since this PowerPoint has been in place, we have also had an update, and we do have a second choice of cellular support. And if you are wanting to also add a greens mix in to this beautiful combination, we do have a greens mix that will replace two of those three bottles. So you would take the greens mix and just the Z Omega, and that is going to give you a fabulous foundation of health. I will also say that has been formulated specifically to help your body to be able to absorb and use the vitamins. Because after all, if you can't use them, you lose them. And we don't want that to happen. Now, your gut is a huge part of your emotional health. And so if your gut is congested, it's likely that your emotions are congested as well. So gut cleansing restores clear thinking and improves mood. We have an entire 30-day cleanse. Again, this photo needs to be updated, but should you desire to cleanse, please reach out to me. Feel good again with Jen at yahoo.com, and I will get you the updated cleanse schedule. Now, after you have thought about, because you did write down on your piece of paper what limiting belief that you wanted to release, you did write down the feeling that you wanted to release. So now you need to think about, what do I want to plant? And if you are planting new beautiful seeds in the garden of your mind, the good news is you get to choose. And whatever you desire is perfect for you. So think about what you would like to feel more often and what you would like to believe about yourself and about possibility. Essential oils offer moment by moment support. So this is the emotional aromatherapy line. And frankly, I love it. It's great. You can see we have florals, mints, citruses, spices, herbs and grasses, and trees. So this nature is so supportive. Nature is so supportive of us and our physical health. And doTERRA has been amazing to combine these in such a way that it's an easy go-to. You know, if you are needing to forgive, you go to forgive. If you're needing a little bit more passion because you're feeling bored, you can go to passion. If you're feeling discouraged, gloomy, and distressed, you could turn to cheer or motivate. If you're feeling apathetic, insecure, or anxious, you could try peace or motivate. If you're feeling hurt, worried, and fearful, you could try console or peace. If you're feeling ashamed, sad, or grieving, you could try console or forgive. And you can see with those last three feelings, grieving, sad, or ashamed, all of the tree oils are helpful for those feelings. If you see discontented, bitter, and angry, yes, you could use forgive or passion for that, but you could also reach to the herbs and grasses. So do know that, yes, you can reach for the pre-formulated blend, or if you have a specific oil that is speaking to you, you can use that as well. Now, these oils work really well in conjunction with our Essential Emotions book or our Essential Emotions app. And I will say, when I read this book for the first time, I read the oil description and I go, oh, I need that oil. And then I read the next one and I go, oh, I need that one too. And then I read the next one, I was like, oh, I need that one. Oh, I need all the oils. And my friend, I am here to tell you, yes, yes, you do. You may get them all at once, you may not get them all at once, but I will say we have such a wide range of human emotions. We have such a wide range of experiences as a human. We need the support of these oils. at some point in our life, we will need some variation of each of these oils because we are experiencing that feeling and we need the particular oil frequency, which will help us to release that feeling. Now, that may have sounded a little scientific to you, but I want to make it easier. The book here is going to guide you into which oil you should use. Okay, so let's dive in on how to use the book. Now, when you are looking at how to use the book, you can go about it two different ways. You can either go about it by smelling all of the different oils and seeing which ones smell best to you. If you love the smell of an oil or if you hate the smell of an oil, it's likely a sign that you need that oil. The other way that you can go about it is you can look up specific emotions in the index of this book. It will give you a list of oils. So after you see that list, then you turn to each of those oils individually and you say, which one of these most resonates with me in my situation right now? Okay. So then you turn to that description. Now, I also want to say, just by reading the description of the essential oil, that's already a shift. You've already moved from there's not a possibility to there is a possibility that I could heal. There is a possibility that I could feel better. Just reading the page will shift your emotions. When you add in the essential oil, that multiplies the effect. When you add in the questions, the visualization, and the declarations that I'm going to suggest here in just a moment, that also multiplies the effect. So every time you multiply the effect, you are getting more and more effective at catching those weeds faster so that you experience more grace and flow in your life. And that's what we want. We want to catch those negative thoughts before they become implanted as patterns in our mind and body. Okay. And essential oils can help you to loosen the soil so you can pull out those negative thoughts, those limiting beliefs that are keeping you from being the highest potential version of you. So, in this case, this person wanted to feel more balanced. So, in order to feel more balanced, here are the supporting oils that you could use: petitgrain, patchouli, aroma touch, DDR prime, holiday joy, hinoki, anchor, amavi, black spruce, and celery seed. You could either smell all of those oils or you could look at the description to decide which one to use. Either way, as you're processing it, what you want to do is you want to put a drop on your hand, rub your hands together, and deeply inhale. You inhale until you feel your body relax. You will feel your state shift. And then these questions, sometimes you know the answers right away. Sometimes you just need to ask them out loud or write them in a journal so that your subconscious can go to work on the answer. So you ask the look deeper questions. Am I processing an emotional or triggering experience? Am I listening to my inner voice and living consistently with what serves me best? And then after that, you declare, I am now allowed to listen to and follow my inner voice. This guides me to what is right for me. And then you visualize. You imagine identifying and sending gratitude to your inner voice. See light and love steady and comfort your mind, your heart, and your body. Now, again, just reading the oil shifts your state. Using the oil goes to your amygdala. It shifts your state. The processing support, it's like you go in, you plant the new thought, and then you add in the soil, and then you add the water, and you pack it down. So you're nourishing this new belief. Okay. You can do just a part of this process, or for complete processing, I totally recommend doing the whole thing. Now, what most people find, some people can shift instantly within 2 minutes or less. Some people need a little bit more time. Okay. So some people take 3 weeks and some people take 6 weeks. I generally see most people can shift for the end of the 6 weeks. Okay. So you shift into a state where you can see possibilities, things are better. You move into a space of responding instead of reacting. Okay. So the oils can help you do that. Can you do it without the oils? Absolutely. Do the oils make it easier? Absolutely. What I find is essential oils bridge the gap between what you do feel and what you want to feel, and they help you to bridge that gap quickly. For instance, have you ever walked by a rose, you stopped, you smelled it, and you go, ah, and the day is just instantly better? That's how essential oils work. You smell them, your state shifts, the day is better. Okay, so here are some more nourishment tips. You want to increase your hydration. That will help you to plant new unlimited beliefs. You want to increase your exercise and your movement. You want to rest and meditate. You want to eat clean. The emotional aromatherapy line is available for the diffuser, as you can see in the open box there, or in the closed box. It is available in the touch line, whichever suits your need. So I personally like a combination of both. I like to use the diffuser for when I am at home, and I like to keep the touch rollers in my purse. So I find a combination of those works well. There is foundational support for children as well as adults. So here are our children's vitamins and our children's probiotics. And you can see lavender and balance is a phenomenal combination for kiddos to help them to feel grounded, peaceful, settled, supportive, and also able to clearly communicate what it is that they need and want. Okay. My friends, this is not going to happen overnight, but it can happen over time. You fill a bucket drop by drop. You clear your mind thought by thought, and you heal yourself moment by moment. And this is from Lisa Wimberger, the founder of the Neurosculpting Institute. My name is Jen, so if you're ready to feel good again, check out the description below. If you can get oils, if you click on the link, there is also wellness coaching that is available by clicking on the link on my website. There's also an on-demand class library. And if you go, you know what? I know I need to take a step. I'm not sure what the next step would be. Please send me a message or email me feelgoodagainwithjen@yahoo.com. I'd love to help. And I want you to think as you leave tonight, what is it that you want to feel more often? What can you do in your life to create that feeling? And how will you nourish yourself and integrate that feeling as a new way of life? And my friends, I do want to remind you, nature was man's first remedy to lift the mind, renew the body, and heal the heart. So I hope that you are able to use your essential oils tonight and to shift into a better state of mind. But if you don't have oils yet, open up your front door or your back door, go get out in nature, let your mind be lifted, let your body be renewed, and let your heart be restored. See you next time.